Welcome to Watch Symposium. I'm Austin. I'm in front of Tokyo Station. I'm headed to RSC. I've got to stop by and talk about the Hydronaut and finalize the service decisions. And then I'm headed to Ginza. I'm going to meet Jason. You guys remember Jason? Link in the description if you don't. Check out Jason and his beautiful Yacht Master. He's going to be buying a watch today. And so let's check that out. All right, I just picked up the estimate and ouch, wow, pretty expensive. Now, I'll go over the quote in detail in another video, but in the video where I dropped off the Hydronaut, I indicated that it wasn't gonna be that expensive. And if you're just talking a movement service, it's not, but there are a lot of little extras, as you'll see, and it adds up. And so we're talking, you know, 40 bucks shy of an even 100,000 yen, which is like about $1,000. So, all right, well, I gotta get to Ginza, meet Jason. What kind of watch is he gonna get? Killing some time in Ginza, I stopped by this watch shop and I was struck by the hands on this watch, how hideous I thought they were, but they actually serve a purpose. Now, note the shape of the dial. What the hands do is, as they go around the dial, they extend and reach out to the outer chapter ring. You can see it right here. Kind of interesting, kind of novel, a bit gimmicky. You know, this is a watch that's between 50 and 60,000 USD. So, you know, I wouldn't be paying that kind of money for a watch like this, but it's not something you see every day. All right, guys, so you remember Jason, and we're right in front of the shop over here. We're in Ginza. Ton of Porsches around here. I've seen like 3, and there's one right by the shop. Okay, so I'm gonna ask him some questions about this purchase. We'll do the reveal later. All right, so first of all, how would you classify this watch? I mean, you got dive watches, dress watches. What would you classify this watch as?
I classify it as a kind of a semi-casual sports watch.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, because it comes on a rubber strap.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
And, okay, so do you picture this watch as an investment?
No, I don't. I look at watches as something to enjoy, to use, to keep for many, many years, and hopefully pass it on to my son.
Okay, all right. So now, from the perspective of some watch gurus out there, and I'm talking about Archie, your attention is an issue. Would you say this has, on a scale of 1 to 10, where would the value retention be, in your opinion?
Maybe a 4 or 5.
Okay, 4 or 5. Whereas what you're wearing,
oh, my Rolex, yeah.
that would be like what? What would you say that is?
I think maybe a 9 or a 10.
Yeah, well, considering what you paid for it, probably a 10, right? Or
I think so.
11 if it, well, you can't go to 11, but if you could. When do you intend to wear this watch?
I think 2 or 3 days a week. About 2 or 3 days a week, and then this watch I enjoy. I collect gold jewelry, so, and also I collect gold bars and gold coins. That's something I really enjoy doing. And the indices on this watch are rose gold, and the crown is rose gold, and it's black. So the idea is it would be a good contrast with my gold. Okay, or it match up with my gold.
All right. I can see that,
my
yeah.
jewelry, right?
I think
so it's kind of a jewelry watch in a way.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
And as far as the brand, where would this brand fall in relation to other brands?
I think it's just under Zenith, because actually Zenith has their movement in one of these watches.
Okay,
well. Yeah,
so just above Zenith? Or
no, below Zenith.
Below Zenith, okay. And above or below Rolex?
Way below Rolex.
Way below, all right.
Yeah.
It's really brand-wise, it's a completely different animal, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, it's got a different vibe, and we'll see it. All right, let's go get it. Are you ready? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm very excited, man. I can't wait.
All right.
All right.
And here it is, the Bulgari Octo reference 102581.
The price is really good.
We buy this from auction.
Oh, from the auction.
Yes. But only box and
no papers, right?
Yes,
And
no.
instruction manual.
So you've had it since 2017?
yes.
with the big key ring, it's gonna look really nice.
Yeah, well, it does go well with the gold, that's for sure.
Yeah, well, that's the idea, right? To go like with the kids and the wife, you know, on the weekend, like a weekend watch too.
Is it comfortable?
It feels really comfortable. I just kind of want to get a deployment class for it.
So we're checking it out on a time grapher, and it gave a range of readings, not quite the consistency of something like a Rolex, which is not surprising. Now, this came from a wholesale auction open to retailers only, and they've had it since 2017. So that long, definitely, I think some bargaining is in order. And that's what we're going to see in this next scene.
No, I don't have a tax-free. I live in
You pay for cash or
I pay in
card?
cash right now.
Uh-huh. Let me ask about it.
Yeah. Plus, I'll be a future client too. I come back again. Yeah.
You live in Japan?
I live in Tokyo. Yeah, Tokyo. 11 years.
Thank you.
Very nice.
So this is a lesser price.
So 10,000 yen off.
Yes.
Ten-
Yes.
10,000 yen.
Yes. 10,000 yen. 10,000. Yes, 10,000 yen. Yes.
Okay.
1万円.
What? Yeah. How about we go 15,000 yen, and I take it. So
You mean the
yeah,
300?
350 or 335. So we'll go clear 3350 00. Is that okay?
Moment.
Ask the big boss. For lunchtime.
Okay.
Perfect.
And you got the cash right there.
Yeah, I say, well, like I said, I got this in a temple in Kyoto.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, this is I always save, and I keep my receipts in here for my jewelry, my watches. I think I even have here my receipt for my Rolex.
Sure, of course.
Perfect. And then
No, sure.
yeah.
Okay. Oh, I like your pocket.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
While Jason was paying, I checked out some of the Rolexes in the shop. This is a 16710 Rolex Gmt Master Ii A serial, which is what I have. You can see it comes with an extra insert. My guess is it was born that all black and then changed to the Pepsi. Here's a 16700 GMT, and you can see this is a Swiss-only dial. This is probably one of the last 16700s. Most that you see out there have the tritium dial. This is a Rolex Cellini Prince dress watch, precious metal watch. It was a failure, has the distinction of having the only display case back, yet it's a pretty pathetic display case back. And we're back to the 16710. A period correct bezel insert would have the serifs and fat font. This is a replacement. The original, again, is in that bag. It looks to be an all black. Somebody decided to get creative with their Sea Dweller. The result is a watch that would be very expensive to get back looking the way it's supposed to look. What do you guys think of this? Gives new meaning to the term red Sea Dweller. Right next to it, a more traditional Sea Dweller. This obviously more to my liking. I like more traditional, just purist Rolexes. Next to it, a 16710 Gmt Master Ii with the Coke bezel. Nice fading on that red. This is a T serial from 1996 with the tritium dial. Now, we're looking right here at another tritium dial, 16710. This is an S serial from 93 or 94. And look at the red on the bezel insert. It's not faded at all, even though it's an older watch than the T serial. So it'd be interesting to know if that was a replacement bezel insert, even though it's got the fat fonts and the serifs. That's an all-black GMT 16700 W serial from 1995. Moving on to the Submariners, this is an early 16610, probably one of the earliest. This is an L serial from 89, and preceding it, the watch to the right, the 000, which is a transitional model made for less than a year, 87 to 88. It would be an R serial. It's got the matte dial and the fading on the bezel, which is characteristic of that. And this is the first model that incorporated the 904L steel. Next to it, a 14060 from 1990. That's an E serial. And Note the lighter colored hands, which contrast with the patina. You've seen that on a couple watches here. And a very expensive black dialed Explorer too. An Air King with a new style guarantee card to its left. A Batman, or a BLNR as I prefer to call it. Next to it, a maxi case two-tone Submariner. And it's interesting to think about the future and what those maxi cases will mean. Some kind of vintage dress watch looking Rolex's kind of nice mother of pearl dial there. These smaller vintage watches have really been going up lately, to the extent that I don't really think they're worth it. I think it's more of a ripple effect from the Steel Professional models. The Queen Seiko 5, or as it's listed on the tag, the Brian May Seiko 5, which this is supposed to look like his guitar. And I tell you, if you're Brian May, this would be an awesome watch to have. Yeah, he is. All right, man, so you're happy with the purchase?
Very happy.
All right, I think you did well, 150 off.
Yeah. After lunch, we're going to hit Bulgaria and take a look at some deployment clasp. Or actually get maybe a new strap with a deployment clasp on it.
Yeah. All right.
And also inquire about the service, how much the service would be. And
so he's got the gold jewelry, all right, and it works with the Yacht Master to an extent, but let's see if the Octo works a little bit more. All right, man, and let me see the face of the watch, kind of turn it this way a little bit. There you go. Yeah, I think it works a little bit better with what you have on, to be honest.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's the, you're all matched up.
Very good. Thank you, Austin. Take a picture of me taking a picture of you. Oh, there you go. There you go.
No less than 7 Porsches later, dropping cash by the thousands. Bulgari watches, Iconauts, cheese, and beer. That's the way we do Ginza. And congratulations, Jason, on his new watch. Now we hit Bulgari after that, and what does the service cost? 95,000 yen. That's just shy of $1,000, and that's about 250, 300 USD. More than Rolex. I kind of expected that because that high price tag sort of reiterates luxury status. And yeah, the double. And Jason's double fisting it today. He's got the Yacht Master and the new Octo in tow. So this beer's for him. And yeah, there you go. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about Jason's new acquisition. He's happy with it. That's all that counts, right? And hey, all comments are welcome. Thanks for watching. Take care. See you next time. If you're curious, the gold clasp for the Bulgari watch is north of 2,000 USD. Now, you can't get it on the rubber strap. He'd have to get another strap because the holes are different. So the strap along with the new clasp would be about 3,000 USD. So pretty expensive. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, drop a comment in the comment section, and I'll see you in the next video.